And so, yet again, another manager's career is on the line because the Manchester United players do what they do best: destroy managers' careers. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And ladies and gentlemen, today I just want us to talk about the Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest game in which we saw Manchester United lose 3-2 to Nottingham Forest. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we are on the road to 500 subscribers, so make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Alright, let's get into the video for today. First point I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, set pieces again. We considered 2 goals versus Arsenal at set pieces. And you know what people were telling me when I was upset? They're like, oh no, you guys played well. You only managed to concede against Arsenal set pieces. Well, those points are counted, okay? If you concede 2 goals, if you concede set pieces goals, and you lose the game, guess what? You have lost the game. I don't know why people were trying to gaslight me into feeling as though, oh, yes, we conceded 2 goals through set pieces, but we played well and it's somehow a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. We still lost. It's the same as telling me, oh no, you guys lost 2-0. But guess what? The other team scored through penalties. They still won. Okay? So people are like, no, guys, set pieces. They still got the points. And we dropped points. And we lost. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I was listening to Amorim's interview after the game, post-match interview. And he was talking about, obviously, the first question that the reporter asked him was like, you guys have conceded again at set pieces. Have you talked about this? And Amorim said in the lines of, we've actually set out time to work on set pieces. And I'm like, really? Because those players, whenever there was a corner, looked absolutely lost. Mino looked lost. Martinez looked lost. Delete is the only one that has a clue about what's happening. The rest of the players, confused. So I don't know if they're not paying attention in training. They can't understand Portuguese. They can't understand the language. I have no idea. But clearly, the time that Amorim and his team are setting apart to just concentrate on defending set pieces is not working. It is not working. Once again, we have conceded on set pieces and it just doesn't make sense. The other thing that I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, Onana. Why? Onana, why? Does Onana know that the person that brought him to Manchester United, that actually wanted him signed for Manchester United, was fired? Like, and Amorim absolutely owes him nothing. Like, he plays as if Amorim owes him the #1 goalkeeping position. Because after this blunder, personally, for me, if I was Amorim, you are sitting the next game out, Onana. You are sitting the next game out. Because how did we concede the second goal and the third? Does it even make sense that there was no deflection? No. The ball came clean through. No deflection. Yet the dude goes to the right, but the ball was going to the left. And he just confused himself. That was a sign of a person that wasn't concentrating on the game. That's a sign of a person who's just, la. Oh, look, there's a shot. How did we concede the second goal? How did we concede the third goal? Lack of communication between him and Martinez. But we can't blame Martinez because Onana's job is to literally stop the ball from going from the net. That whole goal is Onana's area. His job is to make sure the ball doesn't go in the net. And he failed that on 2 occasions. The first goal, I can't blame him. I blame Martinez. Martinez lost his runner, and that was a good header. The second and the third goals, come on. You are Manchester United, and yet your goalkeeper can't save those goals. It was absolutely embarrassing. Very embarrassing. The third thing I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like our midfield was just cut open. Like, The way Nottingham Forest was playing through us, I was like, excuse me, who's Manchester United and who's Nottingham Forest? Our midfield with Ugarte and Mino. Listen, in the Arsenal game, I said Casemiro should have started that game. And people are like, but Casemiro is tired. How will he compete on the midfield? I understand. Casemiro's legs are gone. But Casemiro brings something that Mino and Ugarte don't have, which is experience. And I feel like Mino and Ugarte today, positional-wise, they failed. Absolutely failed. But it's like Ugarte didn't know that he's playing as a 6, or maybe I don't know the formation. Because both Ugarte and Mino were leaving gaps between them and the backline. And we were getting exposed. They ran through us. So Ugarte and Mino is young, learning the trade. Ugarte is older. But I feel both of them, the positional sense from a defensive point of view as midfielders, they terribly failed. They looked lost on that midfield. And that was what Casemiro brings. Casemiro will not run as fast as you want him to, but he will know where to cover, when to cover. Mino and Ugarte are still learning the trade. So our midfield cut open. The other thing that I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is how Manchester United players just can't seem to work as a team. We just, you saw how Nottingham Forest attack together and defend together. Manchester United players don't do that. Garnacho, first of all, Garnacho wants to score at any given chance, even when he can't score. And personally, I am glad Amorim removed Garnacho. Garnacho needs to take several seats and humble himself and come back to the basics. Garnacho, you are a winger. Oh my goodness me. You are a winger. Your first thought as a winger is to cross to the striker. If it wasn't for the goalkeeper managing to save that shot from Garnacho, Rasmus would have never scored that goal. Because Garnacho would have never given him the opportunity to. Do you guys see the difference between Garnacho and Ahmad? Garnacho's first thought is shoot and score. Ahmad's first thought is pass the ball so that someone can score. The difference in mentality of these two players is absolutely ridiculous. Now, one can make an argument to say for Garnacho, maybe it's because he's young, he's learning the trade, but come on. How many times have people told him, Garnacho, pass the ball? He's a glory hunter at this point. And you look at Ahmad. Ahmad hasn't scored any goals. I don't remember the last time he scored a goal. But everyone is praising Ahmad because Ahmad is actually making a difference, creating assists. Ahmad is the only threat that we have in that Manchester United squad. When Ahmad has the ball, everyone knows something's going to happen. When Garnacho has the ball, we are all afraid and we're already annoyed at the fact that we know he's going to shoot, he's going to try and dribble, and he will lose the ball and will fail to track back. And that's just one player. Dalot needs to rest. Dalot needs to absolutely rest. Last season, he was my player of the season, but this season, the guy needs to rest. Okay? Dalot needs to rest. Who else did I think did not play well? Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro needs to rest. He hasn't yet gotten up to speed with the speed of the Premier League. Throwing Lenny Yoro today, maybe, I don't know, Mazraoui was injured, was a risky move and it did not pay off. I feel like Lenny should have come in the 65th minute and Mazraoui should have started that game. Lenny looked out of it, looked out of pace. I'm sorry. People kept on telling me he was going to be the next Varane. And here we are. Now, I don't want to judge the kid a little too soon, so I'm going to give him a grace period, okay, to make mistakes and to come up to speed. But boy, was he horrible. He couldn't read the game. He couldn't stay with his runners. And oh my gosh, they were running past him. And all this, ladies and gentlemen, is just 3 players that I've mentioned. But the whole Manchester United squad, for some reason, failed to play as a team. Isn't that ironic? When a group of players in football are known as a team, they fail to play as a team. Nottingham Forest played literally as a team. and Manchester United players have failed to play as a team. They don't attack as a unit. They don't defend as a unit. And when all goes south, they literally forget what the manager told them, because towards the end of that game, I could not see the formation. Apparently, it's a 3-4-3. Whatever happened to that formation after 75 minutes, I don't know. Like, everyone was just everywhere. Everyone was just trying to score a goal. It's absolute confusion. Let me not get into the substitutes. I will ask this question again, and maybe people will think, like, at this point, Priscilla, you just don't like the guy. But guys, what does Mason Mount offer us? I ask these questions every single time because nobody seems to give me the correct answer. What does Mason Mount offer us? Zexi. Oh my goodness, Zexi is slow. Like Maguire. Like, I was talking about how we might have squad depth, but then when they play, when all goes south and you need a game changer, then you realize just how much squad depth we don't have. Because on that bench, there's literally no game changer coming on. Marcus Rashford, nothing, offered us nothing. Mason Mount offers us every single time, nothing. Harry Maguire tries to help us with the defense. Zexi offered us absolutely nothing. And so, ladies and gentlemen, when I was making a video about Amorim, I talked about the fact that these players don't run, they lack intensity. What is Amorim going to do different to wake these players up? These are the same players that got Erik ten Hag fired. I asked, what is Amorim going to do different? The beauty and the goodness is that everyone now can see that it was not an Erik ten Hag problem. Probably Erik ten Hag wanted to set up a system, but those players just couldn't fit the system. They couldn't play in the system that Erik ten Hag had. So the world now knows the biggest problem at Manchester United is not the managers, it is the player mentality. If teams like Nottingham Forest have the best mentalities and are on 5th, and a team of Manchester United's caliber with a poor mentality is on 13th, then you need to know that it is not the coaches, it is the players at this point. I do not blame Ruben Amorim, and personally, I blamed 50% of Erik ten Hag's failures on those players. And now more than ever, there is no single soul that is going to come out and defend those players to say, oh my gosh, they train too much, etc. No. The only player that can walk out of that stadium with his head held high, for me, is Amad. My man of the match is Amad Diallo. He's the only one running, he's the only one fighting, the only one trying to create something, the only one who's not selfish. The rest of them, God knows what they're doing in that squad. But anyway, so that's what I had for you guys today. I know it was a rant. Was it a rant? I think it was a rant. I was pretty calm because I'm just, at this point, I'm just watching. Like, it's sad. So so that's what I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Do comment down in the comment section if you agree with me that these players, like, it's the players' fault at this point and it's not the manager. Comment down in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts on the Manchester United players and their mentality. So so that's what I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. And guys, don't forget, we are on the road to 500 subscribers. So make sure you share, like, and subscribe. We're almost there. My goal is by 31st December. We are almost there. Bye.